Dr. Siddiqui A.N. from SSJM College, Kopargaon. Today we will start new topic, molecular basis of inheritance. The discovery of DNA. Modern understanding of DNA has evolved from the discovery of nucleic acid to the development of the double helix model. In 1869, Friedrich Mischer began working with white blood cells, that is WBC, which are the major component of pus from infections. That WBC is the major component of pus, that is from infections. He collected that pus from bandages at the local hospital. He used salt solution to wash the pus of the bandages. When he added a weak alkaline solution to the cells lysed and nuclei precipitated out of the solution. When he added a weak alkaline solution to the cells lysed and nuclei precipitated out of the solution. From the cell nuclei, Friedrich Mischer isolated a chemical substance to which he called nuclein. He isolated a chemical substance called nuclein. Chemically, nuclein has high phosphorus content. It means that nuclein contain more phosphorus. Moreover, it showed acidic properties. That nuclein shows acidic properties. Hence, it was named as nucleic acid. By the early 1900 century, we know that Mischer's nuclein was a mix of proteins and nucleic acid. That is mixture of proteins and nucleic acids. There are two types of nucleic acids. DNA, that is deoxyribonucleic acid, and RNA, that is ribonucleic acid. The genetic material is a DNA. By the early 1900th century, geneticists knew that genes control the inheritance of traits. Genes control the inheritance of traits. That genes are located on chromosome, and that chemically chromosomes are composed of DNA and proteins. Chromosomes are mainly composed of deoxyribonucleic acid and proteins. Initially, most geneticists thought that protein are large, complex molecules and store information needed to govern cell metabolism. Hence, it was assumed that proteins caused the variations observed within species. Over a period of 25 years, 1928 to 1952, geneticists became convinced that deoxyribonucleic acid and not protein was the genetic material. Geneticists became convinced that deoxyribonucleic acid and not protein was the genetic material. Let us study three important contributions that helped this shift of opinion. Griffith experiment, 1928. A British medical officer, Frederick Griffith, performed an experiment on bacterium. The name of that bacteria is Streptococcus pneumoniae, that causes pneumonia in humans and other mammals. Griffith used two strains or two genetic varieties of Streptococcus. Streptococcus is the bacteria, generic name of that bacteria, to find a cure for pneumonia, which was a common cause of death at that time. The two strains used are the two strains used were: number one, virulent, smooth, pathogenic, and encapsulated S type. The first strain, virulent, smooth, pathogenic, and encapsulated S type. Second strain of bacteria, non-virulent, rough, non-pathogenic, and non-capsulated R type. Griffith conducted 4 experiments on these bacteria by using these two strains of bacteria. First, when he injected bacteria of R strain to mice. First, when he injected bacteria of strain R to mice, the mice survived because it did not develop pneumonia. Second, when he injected bacteria of strain S to mice, the mice developed pneumonia and died. In the third experiment, he injected heat-killed S strain bacteria to mice. Once again, the mice survived. There is no infection of streptococcus. In fourth experiment, he mixed heat-killed S bacteria. In fourth experiment, he mixed heat-killed S bacteria with live bacteria of R strain and injected to mice. The mice died and Griffith recovered large number of live strain S bacteria from the blood of the dead mice. In these 4 experiments, something had caused harmless strain R bacteria to change into deadly S strain bacterium. In these 4 experiments, something had caused harmless R strain bacterium to change into deadly S strain bacterium. Griffith showed that the change was genetic. He suggested that genetic material from heat-killed S strain bacterium had changed the living strain R bacterium into strain S bacterium. Griffith concluded that the R strain bacterium must have taken up. Once again, Griffith concluded that the R strain bacterium must have taken up to what he called a transforming principle. Griffith called a transforming principle from the heat-killed S bacterium, which allowed R strain to get transformed into smooth coated bacterium and become virulent. This is the Griffith experiment. He used the mammal, that is the rat, and we have studied the Griffith experiment. Second experiment, Avery, MacLeod and McCarthy experiments. In 1944, after some 10 years of research and experimentation, United States microbiologist Oswald T. Avery, Colin M. MacLeod and Maclean McCarthy first evidenced to prove the DNA is genetic material, that is transforming principle. Through the experiments, they purified DNA, RNA, proteins and other materials from cell-free extract of S cells, strains, and mixed with heat-killed S strain and R cells separately to confirm which one could transform living R cells into S cells. He want to confirm which one could transform living R cells into S cells. Only DNA was able to transform harmless R strain into deadly S strain. Only DNA was able to transform harmless R strain into deadly S strain. They also discovered that protein digesting enzymes, proteases. They also discovered that protein digesting enzymes, proteases, RNA digesting enzyme, RNases did not affect transformation. So the transforming substance was neither a protein nor RNA. DNA digested with DNAs did inhibit. DNA digested with DNAs did inhibit the transformation, suggesting that DNA caused the transformation. This experiment proved that transforming principle is DNA. In this diagram, there are rough virulent strain R, then enzyme proteases, and then DNAs, and then the effect of that rough non-virulent strain R plus protease that is injected to mouse died, and rough heat killed smooth virulent strain S plus DNA is injected to mouse alive. This proved that DNA transforms bacteria. Finally, Alfred Hershey and Martha Chase in 1952 proved that DNA is the genetic material and not proteins. Hershey and Martha Chase proved that DNA is the genetic material and not proteins by using bacteriophages. Hershey-Chase experiment. Hershey and Chase worked with viruses that infect bacteria, that is bacteriophages, which are composed of DNA and protein. Hershey and Chase used radioactive phosphorus P32 in the medium for some viruses and radioactive sulfur S35 for some others. They grew some viruses on a medium that contain radioactive phosphorus and some others on medium that contain radioactive sulfur. Viruses grown in the presence of radioactive phosphorus contain radioactive DNA but not radioactive proteins because DNA contains phosphorus but proteins do not. DNA contains phosphorus but protein do not contain phosphorus. Similarly, viruses grown on radioactive sulfur contain radioactive protein. Viruses grown on radioactive sulfur contain radioactive protein but not radioactive DNA. Because DNA does not contain sulfur. DNA does not contain sulfur. See again, viruses grown on radioactive sulfur contain radioactive protein but not radioactive DNA because radioactive DNA does not contain sulfur. Reactive phages were allowed to infect E. coli bacteria, Escherichia coli bacteria, grown on the medium containing normal phosphorus and sulfur. Then, as the infection proceeded, the viral coats were removed with the help of centrifuge. With the help of that centrifuge technique, viral coats were removed. Bacteria which were infected by viruses, the bacteria which were infected by viruses with radioactive DNA were radioactive. Bacteria which were infected by viruses with radioactive DNA were radioactive, indicating that DNA was the material. Indicating that the DNA was the material that passed from the viruses to the bacteria. Bacteria which were infected by viruses having radioactive sulfur were not radioactive. This indicates that proteins from the virus, proteins from the viruses did not enter the bacteria. Proteins from the viruses did not enter the bacteria. DNA is the genetic material that is passed from viruses to bacteria. DNA is the genetic material that passed from viruses to bacteria. In other words, sometime after infection, radioactivity for phosphorus and sulfur was tested. Only radioactive phosphorus was found inside the bacterial cell, indicating that DNA is the genetic material. This is the Hershey and Chase experiment that proved by using sulfur and phosphorus. First, that shows the bacteriophage, then sulfur labeled protein capsule, then phosphorus labeled DNA core. Then that infection is proceeded. That first stage is infection, second stage is blending, third stage is centrifugation, and lastly that phosphorus detected in cells plus it shows the no phosphorus detected in supernatant and in no sulfur detected in cells plus sulfur detected in supernatant. This is the Hershey and Chase experiment that proves the DNA is the genetic material. DNA packaging. Length of DNA double helix molecule in a typical mammalian cell is approximately 2.2 meters. Approximate size of a typical nucleus is 10 raised to minus 6 m. How this long DNA molecule can be then accommodated in such a small nucleus? It is very difficult. It therefore must be condensed, coiled and supercoiled to fit inside such a small nucleus. We know that the telephone cord that is from telephone box to receiver, that cable is present in coiled form, in condensed form. And just like that, in the nucleus, that DNA is present in coiled and condensed form. In packaging in prokaryotes like Escherichia coli, cell size is almost 2 to 3 mu long. They do not have well organized nucleus. It is without nuclear membrane and nucleus. The nucleus is small, circular, highly folded, naked ring of DNA which is 1100 mu long in perimeter, containing about 4.6 million base pairs.